After China faced a global backlash over the shoddy equipment that it had been sending out the world over, China has been forced to act. Several countries had returned the masks exported by China and other equipment, calling it substandard and even dangerous in the fight against COVID-19. And for China, it was nothing less than a loss of face on the global stage. Finally, authorities have moved to tighten regulations and screening of the exports. On Sunday, quality control inspectors carried out checks at nearly 16 million business units. Here's a list of the confiscated items. 89 million poor quality face masks, 418,000 pieces of personal protective gear, ineffective disinfectants worth over 7.6 million won. It's unclear how many of these products were destined for the international markets after a number of countries had complained about faulty masks, mostly used by frontline medical workers. China has released a list of fresh guidelines saying that even non-medical masks must meet both domestic and international standards. For medical products, exporters must file a written declaration that their products meet the safety guidelines of the destination country. China has put these measures in place after repeated assurances that nothing was wrong with its products. In some cases, China even asked the countries desperate for medical equipment to double-check the consignment. The tighter rules have been implemented only after countries sent back the faulty testing kits and other equipment. Here's a list of countries that have rejected Chinese medical equipment so far. To name some of them: Spain, Italy, the Netherlands, the Czech Republic, Turkey, Australia, Finland, and Canada. Let's run through some of the recent complaints that were made against the Chinese medical products. Last week, the Canadian government said 1 million face masks purchased from China failed to meet the standards. As this document shows, Chinese masks were recalled from hospitals in Toronto. Just a few days ago, Finland became the latest casualty of the substandard Chinese masks. Finland imported 2 million masks from China, but none met the standards for medical use. Making masks during the coronavirus pandemic can be a booming business for China, but its firms can only remain in business if the products can protect the frontline medical workers who face the risk of contracting the virus each day. Let's take a closer look at what is at stake for China if it does not rectify its mistake of exporting these faulty products. China is producing more than 116 million masks per day. It has signed contracts to send medical supplies worth $1.41 billion to 74 countries and 6 international organizations. What's more, close to 9,000 new companies started producing masks since the beginning of the year. What was supposed to be a means of earning easy money for these companies has turned out to be a public shame for China on the international stage. China has now started to crack down on these companies.